Hi everyone, it's Budget with Mama Bear. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Today is cash stuffing day. This is the day that I do once a week where we cash stuff into our wallets, the money that we're going to use for the week, as well as for this month, we've been also cash stuffing our sinking funds. And I have our new binder set up that I showed you the other day. So that is ready to go. And yeah, this is kind of like our reset day, if you can maybe call it that. So how's everybody doing today? Yeah, if you notice, I did get a little something that I thought was really cute. We're going to see how long this lasts, if I like it. I made a Hobby Lobby run yesterday, and all of their spring summer stuff is 60% off. So yeah, I had to get a couple things, and this is one of them, and it wasn't very expensive. So I thought it would look cute on here. Plus, it's my favorite shade of pink. So I was like, oh, I've got to have it. So I did a little self-care spending yesterday. It was a rough day, so don't suggest doing that to cheer you up, but it's kind of what I needed, and yeah, we'll recover from that. But I did get everything on sale. Let's go ahead and count and see how much money we're going to be cash stuffing today. 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5. $655. Now, we did bring in our $200 that we haven't been stuffing in our wallets for groceries. I figured I'd start off in our last week of July doing that because I want to get back to that in August. All right, and we're all set in our cute little cash tray from Savings with Grace. I just love that pink. It makes me smile, and right now, that's what I need. Okay, before we get started, we are going to do the Let's Get Even More Personal from Busy Lizzy's Budget. I do this scratch off book in every one of my videos to kind of help you get to know me a little bit with some interesting questions that this asks. So we've got our money that we kind of budget and kind of keep in here as we go through because I don't know what the numbers are. So let's go ahead and go to Mr. Anxiety here. And let's see what our next ones are. Okay, so this one says, if you've ever owned a Cabbage Patch Kid doll. You know, I've had to say no on a lot of these because I was not fortunate enough to have one. I wanted one, but I did not get one. We didn't have a lot of money, so I played with my friends. And, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to do this because I don't want it on my new pink thing. So that's a save $5. Yeah, we used to have, what I did have was the Garbage Pail Kids cards. Do you remember those? Because I was like, well, I could do those. Those are funny. And they were cards, so they weren't as expensive. Yeah. My cousin actually got one of those Cabbage Patch dolls, and she still has it today because my aunt saved everything. And so I'm like, wow, that could be worth probably a lot of money. If you've ever had to wear a cast, oh goodness, have I ever not worn a cast? I am a big klutz, and I was a klutz since I was a kid. It was the reason why my mom was a nurse, I think. I've worn lots of casts. Yeah, and those who grew up with me know I'm such a klutz. Even in my adult life, I've had casts. Like, it's so sad. But it is what it is. All right, so that says $12. Whew, that was a good one. All right, so there's 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so in total, this envelope is getting $5, 10, 15, 16, $17. So this is going to be a surprise when I tally this up when we're finished. And so let's go ahead and tuck it into, I always have trouble with my nails with this. Tuck it in here. All right, and then we'll put Anxiety like I always do. I hide it from y'all so you don't see ahead of time. Okay, that took a little while. All right, so that is ready to go. And then we'll tuck the leftover money in here. And we're ready for next video. Okay. All right, so let's get our cash wallet out. And this is where I just keep my cash envelopes away from the cards. All right. So let's see what we got. So groceries, we don't have anything because I wasn't stuffing that. I was using my debit card. But I did want to give you an update on how my grocery spending has been. Now, this is a 5-week budget month for me in the month of July. We're on our last week. I had to budget $200 a week, so that was $1,000 for groceries. And so far, we've spent $621.41. So I think I've done pretty well. Oops. Let's see what minus 621.41. So we have $378.59 left in our grocery budget, but I'm only putting in $200. So that rollover is going to be big if I only stick to the $200 this week. So let's see what happens. That's exciting. All right, Mama's cash did not have anything in it. So it gets $10. And then the hubby gets 10. So I'll put that aside for his wallet. And where am I at? Oh, fun money gets a 20. So let's we still have 20 in here. So we're going to keep that in here just in case. Haven't been able to do anything fun. But you know what? This will be a good savings at the end next week when we pull it out. We'll put it towards something productive. All right. Household. Let's see what household has left. Has 10, 15, 25. And household is getting 15 today. So let's do 15. So now household has 10, 25, 35, $40. All right. And then my buffer I had to dip into this week. So I have $1 left. So we're going to put our 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. So we have $11 now in buffer. And then the other, I just keep it together. Like this week, Hank had a groomer appointment. So I tucked his grooming money back here. When I came back, if there was anything left, I put it back in and I put it on my tracker. All right, so that's all set for the week. Let's tuck this back in. And for those of you that don't know, I did switch to this style for the summer because I have a smaller purse and this seems to work out really well. All right, the rest of the money is going to go for my binders. And these are my sinking fund binders. And the first one we're going to do is our priority. This is our priority binder. And this cute thing right here was made by Savings with Grace as well. I just love it. It's so cool. Like I thought about putting like something on it, but I don't because I want to be able to change my mind. So it's just cute. Anywho. All right, so this is my priority. I actually put in all of my categories. When you see these in my shop, this will be blank, so you can write it in. So you can use them for whatever you want. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's see how we're going to do this. I think that is perfect. All right. I really love this. Okay, so let's get on with it. I know you're like, what are you doing? So each one of these categories this week is going to get a 20. I kind of wanted to beef these up. So 20 for health. So health now has $30. So let's write that on here. Today, what is the date today? This is where it's going to get funky. It's the 25th. Oh my gosh. We're going to sink $20. No, Why does it say 30? Because that's what we have. I don't know why I thought I counted 40. Okay, $30 in health. Okay, so we won't do all the trackers for all the other ones because it's not working really good on this, but I wanted to show you how I track it. All right, graduation is for when we go to my son's boot camp graduation. And that's going to be kind of pricey. I was going to save $1,000, but then when I looked at the hotel, I mean, I still haven't called to see because I heard we're going to get a discount. Without the discount, it's going to cost us $1,000 because, and it's not even in like a fancy, it's with a free shuttle. So because I don't want to get a rental car. But because we're going on Wednesday and we're coming back on Saturday, that's a lot of nights. So it is what it is. So I think we're going to have to save $2,000. And then have extra left over, hopefully. So let's see what we have in here. We have 5, that's new, that's coming, 6, 20. So we're going to have to hit this hard before October. So let's go ahead and put our $20 in. So now we're at $640. Okay. Hubby is getting 20. I'll just tell you how much everybody has. How's that? So now he has 20, 40, 60, 75, 85, 95. Yeah, in August, I'm going to be tracking his credit card spending because these little things have been showing up and I'm like, huh, which is fine. He can spend money. He makes more money than I do, so he can spend money. But yeah, I'm like, we got to make sure and pay those back. So Mama has $30 now. All right. And then next holiday is getting 20. And now this has 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4. 194. And it rolls into each holiday. So October is the next holiday for me, and that will be Halloween. I won't spend that much, but it'll roll into Thanksgiving, which is great. Okay. All right. And then miscellaneous is getting 20. So that has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 25. 125. I love how I separated all of these. I'm loving this system right now. It's working great. All right, birthdays got 20. So now it has 50, 70, 90, 110. And I usually do about $100 for everybody's birthdays. So we've hit one birthday. All right. We are good on the priority binder. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Woo, there we go. Okay, this next beautiful blush pink binder is for Revolving, and I haven't decorated it yet. I'm sorry. I was going to do it by Friday, but life is crazy right now, so it is what it is. But these are the floral wood pattern, and this is another set that's going to be in my shop. So Revolving has all the ones that I get into all the time. All right, so Pets is getting $10. Like I said, we just got into Pets this week. Hank looks so cute. I'll have to put his picture in here. Our groomer is awesome. They take pictures with them and put these backgrounds. I said, oh, look at him. He's in Hawaii. He didn't take his mom with him, though. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 15, 16, 17. So 117 now in Pets. Which I just realized the hubby went and got food, but he didn't give me the receipt. So that's probably going to be empty pretty soon. All right, I'll have to ask him that. All right, Beauty is getting $10. This is for nails and hair. All right, 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 30, 45, 55, 60, 160. I'm going to have to trim my nails down a little bit because I use the computer a lot at work and I go back to work next week. And so next nail appointment, I'm going to have to take them down because it's kind of hard to type all the time. I don't know how these girls with these long nails do it. More power to you. All right, clothes is not getting anything. Household is getting $5. I don't know why I didn't put anything in clothes. I think I skipped it on accident. All right, 10, 15, 25. That's okay. Costco is getting 20. So Costco has $30. I usually go every couple months. All right, Hobbies is getting nothing, and Date Night is getting nothing. Gifts is getting $5. I think I thought that I had enough in there and we were good for a little while. 10, 20, 30, 40, 55, 60. So not everyone gets it weekly. All right, and Budget with Mama Bear is getting nothing. All right, so that is... Okay, had a call, sorry. My revolving binder. Okay, let's see if I can stack that. There we go. Okay, the next one is our annual binder. Super cute. There we go. And let's go ahead and get into, this is the cherries and hearts theme. So that set will get all of this when those get put up. All right, so let's take a look. Wood is getting 20. We are saving up for next year. And I was really happy that how much I saved, because I thought it was going to increase a lot. Wasn't. So we were able to start off the year with a lot of rollover. So we've got 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, and 50, 350. I'm going to probably save 1,400 this year. I saved 1,700 for this last year, and I only needed 1,380. So I'm going to go up to 14, and hopefully that'll be good. Taxes is getting $5 because we usually fund taxes with our YouTube and Etsy pay. So in taxes, we have 100, 200, 300 in the high yield, 50, 70, 80. So 380. Okay. Propane is getting $5. And propane in the high yield, well, let's just put all of our money in first, has 500, 600, 20, 40, 60, 75, 76, 78. So 678. All right. And yard is getting $5. I think we want to buy some trees, or maybe one tree. I don't know when the sale comes, but it just depends how much we can save. 50 and 60. They go on sale at the end of the summer, and I usually try to get my trees then, plant them really quickly in the fall, give them all their food that they need. And they do pretty good in the winter with the snow and everything, but it's a cheaper way to get your trees. All right, subscriptions is getting $10. All right. So in the high yield, I have 100, 200, 20, 35, 36, 37, 38, 238. So when a subscription's ready to come out, like there's several in September, I'll transfer that money from the high yield to the checking, and then that comes out of that account. All right, HOA is getting $5. So now it has 2035. And that is not due until May, end of May. So we're good there. All right, P.O. box is getting 10. Normally I fund it with Etsy and YouTube, but we're a little behind. All right, so we've got 20, 30, 41. Okay, car registration is getting $10. So this, as you can see, we're putting more into because this is one I need to get beefed up for the annuals. So in the high yield, I've got 100 and now we've got 110. So if you didn't notice, I did go through and condense and put prop money in increments of 100 for ones that I don't need, like the revolving and the priority. I keep that money in there because I'm pulling from it. But the for most of them. But these, I don't need them until they're due. So I'm going to earn a little bit of interest on as much as I can. All right. Escrow buffer is getting $20. So this is a new category. So I wanted to put a little extra in there. 20, 30. And then tax prep is getting $10. This is also a new one. So now it has 20. All right, so we are all good with our annual binder. There we go. And these binders, except for the black one, I got from Collective Budgeting. All right, so this one here is our long-term, and I put her bookmark here. I thought this was cool because I always give up on my long-terms saving challenges, it seems like. So it's like, come on, you can do this. All right, so our long-term is the black and pink hearts, and this set will be available as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get to this one. So car maintenance is getting $10. So car maintenance now has 115. Now I do keep this one in cash because that's what we usually end up doing. My husband does a lot of the maintenance for us, so I'll just give him the cash when he's going to get like oil or filters or whatever. All right, yard maintenance is getting $10. And this is in the bank. So we've got 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and this is for the next year. So we've saved up what we need for this year, and that bill is in October, but we need to start building for the following year. And what that bill is, it's basically, provides all of the stuff for our property to keep it growing, and it's through a lawn service a program, and then we get discounts at the place, and my husband does all the work, but it's just a good way to get it. All right, hold on. All right, I don't know where I left off, but I had a phone call from the hospital, so I had to take it. So we're just going to keep going. All right, vet is getting $10. And so now vet has 15. I know I'm really behind on this one because hopefully we don't ever have to take him before next year. Medical is getting $20. So now medical has 30. And that is different from health. That is for medical bills. All right, dental is getting 20. So we've got 25. And then glasses is getting $5. All right, so we've got $10 here. And travel's getting nothing because we're using this money we're going to normally stuff to fund the graduation travel stuff. So we're just keeping this here as a placeholder for when we're done. All right, emergency is getting $5. So, and this is on top of what's in there. This is going towards our next 1,000. So we've got 100, 20, 45, 46, 47. So 147 on our next 1,000. So I don't keep like the overall total, but this is like once I hit the 1,000, then we'll start over again because I'm constantly putting that in. All right. And then a new car is getting the last 20. So when we go to buy one eventually, we'll have a down payment. 550, 75, 76, 7, 8, and 9. 579. And we are done with our long-term sinking fund binder. All right, so we finished that. All right, that was a great cash stuffing. Really quickly, I did want to comment on, I appreciate this comment, by the way. Someone had reached out to me and said that my videos are showing up kind of blurry or are lower quality. Just so you know, when I film in the high quality, and when I'm done editing, my video is very clear. When I upload into YouTube, the way that I've been doing, it transfers it into a blurry version. I don't know how to stop that. I've tried changing some of the settings and it takes like 4 hours to upload. So I am working on that, and I do appreciate those of you who are still watching, even though they're not the best. I'm so sorry, but you know, one thing at a time. And it is what it is, kind of a thing right now. So again, I appreciate you so much. I am going to try and keep working on that problem. I think I'm the only one in the world that's having it. I don't know. It figures. But I appreciate you. Okay, so that is it. I will see you soon. Sunday will be my debt binder day. Everything goes good this weekend. So I hope you have a blessed day. And as always, I double love you.